Hey guys, it's Togawe and welcome back to more Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. In the last part, we beat up Tolstar and we made it out of the Stardust Fields here into Hoohoo Village. And after talking to everyone, we found Fawful, who blocked our path. And we met Sledge and Mallet, the Hammerhead Bros, and we found out that we need to go to the top of Hoohoo Mountain to get a Hoohoo block because Bolanodon will not come down to fly them back up because he went after Prince Peasley, who was chased to the top by Fawful. So Fawful is the cause of all our problems in this game, it appears. So starting off here in Hoohoo Mountain, we have a new enemy. Oop. These are beanies, not the hat. As you see, these guys don't really have too much defense, so they're taking 5 from Mario and 4 from Luigi. So they have 2 attacks. They're both mainly the same thing. The one they did there, they stop they can stop one of 2 distances away from you. Close or far, that's the far one where they're going to trip and then ram you. So it just throws off the timing. That one I have trouble getting the counterattack on. And neither of them decided to use the regular attack, which is the one that failed to get a first strike there. Let's see if one of them will show it off in this battle. No. I feel like they just are underneath your row for less time when they trip. It just feels harder to get the counterattack. As you saw there, this beanie is faster than Luigi. Whereas the other one isn't, so see, there's the close ram. It's much easier to counterattack in my opinion. So it's likely that they have a speed tie, so I don't know if this game works where if you're 1 point higher in speed than the enemy, you'll always go first, or if there's some randomness to it. But, oh, nice, lucky 10. Took that out in one shot. Would have taken that out in one shot had I gotten off a first strike. Here you have to high jump. Here we have more beanies. Maybe I can get it first strike. Got it with Luigi. That's okay because as we saw there, they have the same counterattack damage. And again, counterattacks and first strikes do the same damage. I believe I don't know if they always do for the whole game or if it's just on these early stages the stats are so low. Why do I feel like there's an item down here? Because there is. It's a syrup. It's actually not bad to pick up because BP restoring items are very useful, especially because I believe in this game, since there is this town, but as you can see, there's really not much to the town in way of like an RPG town. Hoohoo Mountain Trail continues to the left, so we'll head up here. What I was saying is, as you can see in the town, there's not much like of an RPG town. There's no item shop, gear shop, or like inn to rest. So throughout most of the game, in order to see, can I make this jump? Yes, I can. Nice. Failed there. Throughout most of the game, healing is only with items. I cannot actually remember if there's an inn in the main town because there's really only one town in the whole game. Here we have a new enemy, the Dry Bones. They don't look much like their incarnate where they're... Oh, see, took damage there. If you're just coming down at the wrong angle. Oh, nice, lucky 8 though, took it out. If the head on the Dry Bones spins around like left to right spinning, it's going for Mario. Got another lucky there. So can't show off its other attacks, so... Well, other attack, just what it only has that attack, but it's tell for when it's targeting Luigi, which I would like to show. But anyway, what I was saying is there's only really one town in this game, and I cannot remember if it has an inn or not. So here we have another Dry Bone, so hopefully it will use the attack on Luigi, which we'll see here if it does. Nope, still going for Mario. And I failed to jump there. In this game, because this is the first of the series, the jumps are very strange with the timing. You usually have to jump later than you think you do, because if you hit it at a diagonal angle, that's like just a 45-degree angle, usually you'll take damage. Whereas in the other games of the series, I believe at a 45-degree angle, you will counterattack. So if you come from playing the other games, it takes time to adjust. And since there's 3 games where it's like that and 1 game where it's like this, of course, this is the one where it's hardest to be used to after playing any of the others. Whirlwind warning: if you have faith in your spin, step into the wind. If you spin jump into one of these whirlwinds, they'll spin really fast and then you can move around. And the best part is you can do a little trick like this where you keep going in and out. It won't build up how long you get your speed for, but it'll be useful coming up. Here we have stairs, spin jump up them to expedite the process. Here we have a weird flaming thing, and here's like a watering hole we could use to put it out if it was active. Which if we come up here, Hoohoo Mountain watering hole to the left. So, oops, didn't mean to fall down there. I meant to fall down over here because we have a dry bones on the field. We have a whirlwind over there, and we have 2 dry bones in a battle. Mario keeps getting luckies, which is really nice. As you can see, the dry bones have defense. I keep failing. There we go. That's the tell for attacking Luigi. For these attacks, you really can jump later than you think you need to. But these dry bones do have a lot of defense. Nice, getting more luckies. See, like, you can wait quite a bit before actually jumping for the counterattack. Mario's actually losing a lot of HP. Oh, but he leveled up. I believe you're fully healed on level up, though, which is nice. And I think I will invest in defense. Let's see, get a 1, of course. Does Luigi get a level up? No, didn't think so. Anyway, here we have another whirlwind. Let's see, did Mario fully heal from that? He did not. So you don't actually heal upon level up. So as you see, we have 25 mushrooms by this point of the game. But we only have that 1 super mushroom from earlier in the game, way back in the Toad Plaza by saying that you're getting the mushroom for that toad. So really useful to get that since you can't get a super mushroom this early on in the game. Anyway, I'm going to give Mario a mushroom just to heal him up a bit. Just because being at 9 HP is not that great when going into a battle like this. I'm actually going to focus on the dry bones, especially since I didn't get the first strike. There we go, got the counter attack on the trip attack. Just because these dry bones, geez, with the lucky. See, I failed the timing again there. I always jump too soon when they're attacking Mario just because the skull is going away from the camera. So it makes it harder to judge the distance. Yeah, see, you can wait a lot longer than you think you need to. And when you kill them on counterattack, that's what it looks like. Because they do separate. Anyway, here Luigi levels up. I feel like I was talking about something there and I just can't remember what it is. Oops. Maybe I'll put in like a little notify when going back and editing if I feel it's worth talking about. Anyway, got a 3 on stash though, that's really nice. Can't high jump up here, but we can high jump up here. We're not able to reach this whirlwind. If we try to, try to spin jump, just don't get enough height. And you can't reach it from over here. So what you want to do is you can actually head up here and go behind the waterfall. There's nothing over here, so, I mean, you can jump around and look for hidden blocks, but there are hidden blocks in this game, but there's no hidden blocks for a while. There's actually nothing behind here. It's just a dead end for now. But yeah, there's no hidden blocks in this game, at least not until we reach a certain part later, which is approaching. I mean, it's not like it's super far off, but you don't have to worry about any just yet. When we do, I'll make a note of them. Beware of overhydration. If overdrinking symptoms appear, stomp on the victim's head. Spitting excess water on objects in this area is strictly prohibited. So it's just the instructions in case you didn't use the fan that you spit water into to get a coin or a mushroom if you don't have that many mushrooms back in the Hoohoo village after going through the cave. Although you do have to go there to talk to those 2 Hoo-Hooligans, so I don't know how you could have missed that. Have to high jump up here and here. And anyway, so you see when you put out those fiery statues with the whirlwind, it causes, not with the whirlwind, with the watering hole, it causes these statues on the wall to spit out a whirlwind. So anyway, over here we can save. No longer in Hoohoo Village, we're on Hoohoo Mountain. What's the name of the sub-area? Watering hole, that's right, because the sign was saying Hoohoo Mountain watering hole to the left. Spin jump over here, we have a bros block. Get some more money, which even though there's no shop in Hoohoo Village, no, you need to high jump here. Even though there's no shop in Hoohoo Village, there is a shop coming up kind of soon-ish, so it's good to get money, of course. Alright, went ahead and cut out that battle just because there was nothing important there, and I'll do the same for this battle if nothing important happens. So got back a mushroom there. That's pretty nice. Just a note about fighting the dry bones in this game. When they attack Mario, I mentioned how it seems that the attack takes longer than it feels like it should, so you jump later than you think. With Luigi, the attack was very fast, so you want to jump actually as soon as the head leaves the body for the counterattack. Anyway, if Mario is filled with water and an enemy touches you, or you touch an enemy, or whatever, it attacks you on the field or something, it's going to cause him to spit out the water, so you might as well clear out all the enemies before attempting to use the water. Anyway, here we can see off in the distance, there's actually, I guess that purple line is Stardust Fields. There's mountains off to the left, and there's a forest with like a lake down there, and there's a meadow off there. Not a meadow, a field. You don't actually go to any of these places. Stardust Fields is basically the top left. Well, Stardust Fields and Hoohoo Mountain are the top left corner of the map, as we've seen. So there's, I mean, we don't go beyond that in the game. So anyway, it's just a nice scenery we can see moving along here this way. You come across on top here, you'll find there's no whirlwind because we have to put out this thing. But look at all the enemies here. So here's an example of when Mario's in back, he can trip, but because Mario has really high speed stats, it's usually not a problem since he goes first. So that's one thing you can do, is walk around with Luigi in front, so just in case you do get attacked from the back, you don't have to worry about taking damage or losing your turn. Well, you wouldn't lose your turn, but you would just not get to dodge the first attack. As you see there, you jump basically right away when the dry bones are targeting Luigi. Got a lucky 10, getting a lot of luckies on the mountain. And it's a very slow attack for Mario, as I've mentioned before. Just got a good comparison of the two in this battle, now that I've already explained it. And I was about to press A and B to try to jump over this enemy when I realized that Mario had B set to spin jump, so that would not have worked. Again with the luckies, Luigi got a lucky 7 there. Got the trip counterattack there, pretty nice. Seriously, there are a lot of luckies going on here. Got a lucky with Mario. As you see, these enemies are dropping, I believe it's Woo Beans, not equipment. Yes, they're dropping Woo Beans. These are green beans. It says blend this green bean at the Star Beans Cafe. We'll get into the Star Beans Cafe later, but that is the function for beans in this game, is you make coffee. We only have 5 Woo Beans for now. We're going to need a lot more, and I'll go in, when we get to the point where you can use beans, I'll go into more about exactly how many of each type of bean you're going to need, because as you see, these beans are named, whereas like in other games they have no names at all, or just different names. The first 3 games in the series actually use beans for entirely different purposes, whereas the third and fourth games use them. Whoa, I'm having trouble jumping up here. The third and fourth games have the same function for beans, as far as I know. I have not actually played Mario & Luigi Dream Team yet, which is a problem. Anyway, here we have an exclamation point block, as the official name is. And that's going to activate that watering hole, because as you know, Mario, or as you should know, Mario cannot jump while he is filled with water, so you can't get back to that area while filled with water. We have one last enemy over here, and I did not mean to attack the beanie. As you see, Mario can one-shot those now, doing 6 damage. Pretty nice. And again, delay the... that's weird, he's only doing 1 counterattack damage to these guys, though. I would have thought he'd be doing 2. Anyway, attack. You can use your Bros attacks in these battles to speed them up, or if you have trouble with dodging, It can be beneficial to avoid giving the opponents turns where you could potentially take damage. For me, anyway, this is where you would come if you reached high jump up here, but there's no point since that's just a dead end. So yes, you can and probably should be using your bros attacks in regular battles just to get closer to the advanced commands, which again, I will go over later. But personally, I don't, just because something I really like about this series is that it's an RPG where you can actually go through a large portion of the game without taking any damage. Hoohoo Mountain Trail continues to the right, so let's head up here. Actually, I don't think you need to high jump up here, but you do for here and here. We've got a 1-up mushroom and a coin block. Yeah, see, hitting it faster with the Broen back doesn't really actually work. Anyway, I like how this is an RPG where you can like entirely avoid damage and not just reduce it with well-timed button presses, or not do anything at all to interact with the battle. I really like action commands in games. I feel they make it much more interactive than just selecting what you do. Anyway, here we are at Hoohoo Mountain, Hoohoo Gate, and in the next part we'll see what's up with this weird glowing flashy-eyed statue thing. Alright, see you guys then.